I understand. I understand. Donald Trump did a thing today. Yeah, Trump Zaddy. Zaddy wins every time, dude. Let's say, dude, Jesse Waters. Jesse mother effing Waters. Let's see what our boy's doing. Let's see what our boy's saying. I'm so excited, dude. Trump did it. Trump fucking did it, bro. Our homie, our dog, our man, dude. Trump dog. He did a thing. Oh, yeah. Let's do it, bro. Get this thing doing. Annie, what up? How you doing, girl? We got Annie in the house, dude. We got everybody. We're rolling. We're going to put up a little Jesse Waters here in a second. We're going to... Trump signed the mother effing deal, dude. He inked it in, dude. He inked it freaking in, dude. I'm excited.
Oui. Trump just landed in Paris after the G7 47
Trump just landed
swung
in Paris,
through
dude.
the French
Jesse Waters is the freaking man, dude.
capital to commemorate America 250. The Treaty of Paris ended the Revolutionary War. They toasted the occasion in the world's largest royal palace.
We're going to Versailles for dinner with some of Europe's great people, and we'll see how that works out. I think it'll be very good. The president will be there with Madam, and I think we're going to have a good time.
The president signed another treaty at dinner. More on that in a sec. But the Europeans are already telling 47.
He inked it in, dude. He inked it in, dude. He signs the Iran deal over dinner. Stud.
Merci.
You've seen European leaders interact very warmly with you at this summit. Do you think that they're coming around to your worldview?
Well, I think they think I was right.
Well, they know he was right. I think everybody knows that Trump was right. I think everybody knows under the sun that Trump was right the whole time. And come on, you guys, don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me on this one. You all knew that Trump was right. Just don't lie. Trump is the man. You're jealous. You're all jealous because Trump signed the deal over dinner, bro. Stud. No, Trump's the man, dude. Trump is the man. All right, let's keep going.
They do call him daddy, but they can also call him
I call him daddy, dude. No, Zaddy.
this.
We got Larson Christopher. What up?
How are you?
The boss is in the house, dude.
They gave the boss a big gift. The EU trade.
Hey, everybody, congratulations to Trump. No, seriously, like legitimately, congratulations to Trump for getting this deal signed, man. The deal needed to happen. It needed to happen. And somehow, some way, he found a way to make it happen. He wasn't alone, of course. He was able to get a lot of people involved in the process. But Trump's the man, dude. That's all there is to it.
Trade deal. We raised tariffs on them, and they dropped a bunch of tariffs on us to zero. Money's being made, and love was in the air.
He was in a hotel, and I met him.
Oh, God. This is hot, dude. This is hot. Hot, 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 hot.
And we fell in love deeply.
And we fell in love deeply. That quote, dude. We met in a hotel and I fell in love deeply, dude. I love you, Trump, but you say some zesty shit. And I think that's why I love Trump so much, because he can be pretty zesty sometimes. He can get he's one of the zestiest presidents of all time. But he's still straight as a whistle. I love it, dude. Stud.
In love. And he didn't even want to see.
Also, I mean, Trump's got a sense of humor. I was hanging out with my dad for a little bit, and he likes to have David Pacman on. And I was listening to David Pacman's analysis of this. Well, and David Pacman, he has no sense of humor. He doesn't. And he's also a disingenuous prick. And he takes everything that Donald Trump says out of context. So David Pacman's a loser. Hey, David Pacman, I'm a better YouTuber than you, bitch. You know it, dude. I'm more fun to listen to. And you're a humorless pussy. Allegedly. Allegedly, 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 allegedly. Allegedly, allegedly. 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 But that's my opinion. Allegedly.
Hillary. He said, "You're going to win. I don't want to meet her." He said, "You're going to win." He didn't want to see her. Remember that?
The atmosphere was intoxicating. Deals seemed to turn Trump on.
You know, deals are...
Deals. I mean, dude, honestly, dude, that man, I mean, Jesse Waters isn't wrong, dude. Deals turned Donald Trump on. And not going to lie, when Donald Trump's doing deals, I get a little bit turned on myself. So, you know, pause. What's my dad's sending me some stuff. I hope it's not AI things. What is this? Ah. All right, let's keep going, dude. Let's keep going. Trump is the man, dude.
Amazing. I've done them all my life. I've gone into deals that were 100% and they don't happen. I've gone into deals that there was no chance of getting them done, and it happens, and they happen easily.
Trump might be the greatest deal maker of all time. We might be able to say that Trump is the greatest deal maker of all time. If you guys can, though, don't forget to tap the gift button in the lower right-hand corner. Send us a gift if you can. Happy Poop is our favorite gift of all time. If you guys send a gift, it gets noticed instantly. It does support the stream, so the more gifts we get, the better. So tap the gift button. Send a gift. I love you. Thank you, guys.
So you never know with deals, do you? But you're going to find out pretty soon. I think it'll be done. They want to sign. They want to get back to a normal life.
And Fox News alert, President Trump just signed the Iran deal over dinner.
It's signed. We signed. We signed it.
He said it.
They snapped a pic of the
It's officially signed, baby. Trump daddy gets it done again. Trump. Trump make me hump. Trump make me hump. Trump make me hump. Trump make me hump. Trump's the man, dude. No, straight up though, Trump is the man, and I can't believe he got this shit signed, bro. Trump's the man, dude. I'm sorry. Trump is the GOAT. I don't know what else to say besides you don't know what you're talking about, dude. Trump is the GOAT.
the sheet and emailed it to the gay Ayatollah.
The gay Ayatollah. It is Pride Month. It is Pride Month, so we must celebrate the gay Ayatollah. Hey, if you guys love Donald Trump as much as I do, I hope you consider loving the stream. If you can, tap the gift button and send me a gift. You could send sparkles. You could send happy poop yum yums. You could send a disco ball. You could send any gift you want. and I'll appreciate it. And you know what the incentive is for you? You get to get noticed. Yeah, you get noticed on the stream, brah. You get noticed. I call you out and I'm like, you gave a gift. I love you, bro. I care about you. So tap the gift button, send a gift. It really does help the channel in more ways than one.
Without Wi-Fi, you'll probably get it Friday. And Primetime just got our hands on the deal.
He's got a copy of the deal? Jesse
Laugh out loud.
Waters. Oh, dude, we got a gift, dude. Batshit crazy. Is it batshit crazy? Hey, thank you so much, Bat. Appreciate you for the sparkles. Thank you for sending sparkles. Mucho appreciato.
We've read it 3 times. It's only 2 pages. The headline, Iran's nuke program is over forever. Yeah. The mullahs have agreed, at the very least, that their enriched uranium stockpiles will be destroyed on site, and that the International Atomic Energy Agency, which means us, will supervise. Since Iran can't dig it out, we'd be the ones doing it. They only get sanctions relief after the dust is destroyed. And if Iran backs out, they've still agreed that they'll maintain the current status quo of their nuclear program. And the status quo is...
I'm so excited, dude. I am so pumped right now, dude. I'm so pumped. Hell yeah.
They have no nuke program. The uranium's buried, the centrifuges shattered, and their scientists are all dead. So status quo
Laugh out loud.
Is still bueno. Even then, Iran agreed to this, quote, we shall not procure or develop nuclear weapons. And if Iran so much as comes near the sites, it'll be trouble.
We have Space Force cameras on every single door, well, there are no doors.
Every single door. It's cool that they're using like satellite cameras and stuff. And Space Force is the tits, dude. Space Force is so tight, dude. Oh, Space Force makes me go cray cray. OMG.
Have been pretty well shattered, but every area of that, if somebody walks in and he's got a badge with his name on it, like Mohammed something, which is about a 50-50 guess, Mohammed something, they can tell the name, they can give you a serial number.
Moving on, the Strait immediately opens. No attacks, no tolls, and we slowly lift the blockade. Iran's allowed to sell oil again. That means 2 things. 1, the price of oil is going to fall, so will gas prices and inflation here. And 2, China can't buy sanctioned Iranian oil at a discount anymore. They have to pay full price.
They do. Huh. Jesse Waters, that is hot. Hot, 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 hot. Whew. Dude, Jesse Waters is kind of making me sweat. Dude, with all this freaking Iran deal talk and just like fucking, woo, Jesse Waters. Oh.
Oil closed today in the 70s, which was the exact same price it traded at before the war.
Yep.
So we're back. And here's where it gets a little cute. It says after 60 days, Iran...
He's so cute. Happy poop, yum, yum. Happy poop, yum, yum.
...can talk to Oman and the Gulf states about how to manage the Strait under international law. Now, people are saying that means Iran can go back to tolling. No. Tolling the Strait is illegal under international law, and the Gulf states...
Yeah, they can't... First off, yeah, Iran should never be... If Iran tries to toll the Strait, we should just do whatever it takes to just go boom, boom.
Laugh out loud.
Michael Hamrick just sent a flow state. Thank you, Michael Hamrick, 6235. I'm going to give you your flowers here. I'm going to put you up on the screen, bro. Everybody, give a shout out to Michael Hamrick, 6235, for sending a flow state for 200 joules. Mucho appreciado. Thank you so much, Brony.
Would never agree to tolling. They just put that language in there so that Iran can save face. And this just in, for the first time since the start of the war, Iran didn't fire at a single vessel in the Strait. It's a pretty...
Hey, by the way, if you guys want to be like Michael Hamrick, 6235, make sure that you tap the gift button and send a gift, preferably a flow state. If you guys want to help the channel out, send a gift. Send a flow state, send a happy poop, whatever you want. It does help. But we're watching a little Jesse Waters right now on 95 time.
Be good signal.
I can't say anything.
Next,
93.
there's going to be a $300 billion fund where Gulf neighbors, not us, Gulf neighbors, will invest in rebuilding Iran.
Any relief they receive under this deal, they'll have to get based on merit. And it won't be from us. We don't have to give them anything. But some people may want to invest. Like, what are you going to do? Say you can never, ever invest in a country? I mean, it's pretty tough. They need investment because we did $1.5 trillion, maybe $2 trillion worth of damage. So somebody's going to have to help them out.
Somebody's got to
This
help.
isn't free money.
Somebody's got to do something.
The deal says that we
It's
control
gonna be
who does
made.
business in Iran. Quote, we grant all required licenses, waivers, and permissions needed. That means if Iran screws around, they don't get any investments. Their country doesn't get rebuilt.
Yeah.
Usually after we win wars, we like to rebuild the loser, Japan, Germany, the South, after the Civil War. When neighbors do business, they usually don't go to war because war is bad for business. That's the thinking here. Next, in terms of sanctions, the United States will only lift sanctions as a part of the final deal.
All right.
That means not now. That means when the dust's been destroyed and Iran signs the final deal, which is only going to get tougher. The deal also says the United States won't be reducing our force posture until the final deal is signed. That means the two carrier strike groups remain in position, locked and loaded. Also, Iran has to keep their dog on a leash. Hezbollah has to stand down. If they attack Israel, Israel can hit back and hit back hard.
I mean, we basically, so here's the thing. The United States military basically crippled the entire Iranian military, the Iranian Navy, the Iranian fleet. Sorry, not the Iranian Navy. The Iranian Navy, yes, the Iranian Navy was completely sunken by the U.S. military. The Iranian military was pretty much cooked. I mean, they're barely functioning right now. And the regime has been fractured beyond repair. So Jesse Waters and I, we're stoked, dude. I love Jesse Waters, man. Jesse Waters makes me so fucking happy. I love you, Jesse Waters. I love you, bro. I love you, bro. The reason they call you Waters is because you make me so wet.
Hard. But Israel, they have to behave too.
We have a little dispute over.
Dude, Jesse Waters is the smartest guy on TV. What are you freaking talking about, bruh? Dude, Troy Sorensen just said Jesse Waters is the dumbest guy on TV. Dude, Jesse Waters is the smartest man in the room. Don't forget that, dude. Jesse Waters is the mother effing smartest man in the room. You take that back.
For Lebanon, I say you can do a little softer touch, baby. You know,
Oh my God, wait, hold on. What'd he say?
dispute over Lebanon, I say you can do a little softer touch, baby. You don't have to knock down
I
a
thought he
building
said you
every
could do a
time.
little softer touch, baby. Hey, if you guys love the channel, if you guys want to help out the channel a little bit, tap the gift button and send a gift. By the way, gifts interrupt the stream. So if you guys want to actively interrupt the stream, just send really small gifts, and it interrupts the stream with a little sound bit. So it makes it very difficult to react to videos. So if you guys want to prevent me from reacting to videos, honestly, just keep sending gifts. Send like sparkles, send 100s, send a thumbs up, send a happy poop. Just send gifts if you want to interrupt the stream. Interrupting the stream is pretty easy. Just send gifts on a massive scale. That's all you got to do.
Somebody walks into it that's from Hezbollah.
A senior official tells Primetime that Netanyahu thinks the deal's a home run if Iran complies, but he's skeptical. Here's the bottom line. They'll never have a nuclear weapon. The Strait's open. The Ayatollah's dead. Their military's whipped. And we did it in 3 months with no ground troops. And Mohammed's not getting a penny until he performs. And none of these pennies
Ooh, performs. Ooh, ooh, woo.
are even ours. And as a bonus, the
Ooh,
United States
woo, ooh, woo. Dude, Jesse Waters is so freaking hot. Jesse Waters is so sexy, dude. I think Jesse Waters and I have like the same hairdo. Dude, do Jesse Waters and I like have the same haircut? I mean, he's got a hotter haircut than I do, but Jesse Waters looks so smooth and so stunning. Jesse Waters, I love you, bro. You're so hot. Oh, love you, Jesse Waters.
States is now the world's biggest energy exporter. And hopefully, fingers crossed, we rewired the Middle East so they make love, not war. And we don't have to
make love. Hey, I'd rather see, hey, look, as long as we're not fighting with Iran anymore, look, I'm glad that we defanged Iran. Iran needed to be defanged. I mean, let's not candy coat this at all. Let's not candy coat it at all. Iran needed to be defanged. A weak Iran is a good Iran for the Middle East. Let's just face it. A weak Iran is the best Iran for the Middle East. And you know it. I know it. The American people freaking know it, bro. You know it.
to babysit them.
Don't forget to tap the gift button. Send a gift if you can. Virtual gift from YouTube. Sparkles, Happy Poop Yum Yum, Disco Ball, Flow State. Any gift that you want to send. Gifts really do help out the channel in more ways than one.
Trump actually set the stage for peace in the Middle East in his first term by bombing the hell out of ISIS and whacking Iran's top general.
This was years in the making.
Whoa, did he say whacking? That's hot.
You know why? Because I was the one that killed General Soleimani.
Soleimani!
And if I didn't kill General Soleimani, we probably wouldn't be talking right now about this deal, because he was a mad genius. A lot of people forget that. The tough guys, you know, the tough guys that would drive the country right down the tubes.
Then Trump terminated the Obama deal, and in his second term, the president visited the Middle East first, remember? Beefed up the Abraham Accords, sold the Arabs AI, cha-ching, and came home with trillions of American investments. Last week's airstrikes and Project Freedom sealed this deal. American deterrence is back. And the Guard lost its leverage over the Strait when we started secretly shepherding tankers out. Senior U.S. officials tell Fox News that they don't trust the Iranians. They're not in the trust business. But the Iranians in private have been saying all the right things. Now, that doesn't mean anything. This is a performance-based deal. If they BS us, we slap back the sanctions.
Hey, everybody. How you guys doing? Don't forget to send a gift. The more gifts we get, the better. Let's go, dude. If you guys love Jesse Waters as much as I do, I hope you send a gift.
And the blockade, and maybe bombs away.
If I don't like it, we'll go back to shooting at them, dropping bombs on their head.
What do you expect the word?
If I don't like it, if they don't behave.
Dude, if Trump doesn't like the deal, dude, Iran is cooked. Beyond repair. Beyond repair.
We'll go right back to dropping bombs right smack in the middle of their head.
Now, you're hearing a lot of noise about the deal. Not everyone's going to love it. I get it. But Lindsey Graham and Rand Paul, polar opposites, both say it's good. So what happens next? The talks in Switzerland this weekend are critical. In the first 30 days, the Iranians prioritized. We'll see how serious they are. One thing's clear, the mullahs, no Trump serious.
They tried to bribe their way out of it. And you know what the Iranians did? They laughed at Obama and they said he's a stupid son of a bitch.
I mean, Obama is, I agree, but let's keep going.
The president's no sucker. He's been a part of deals that blew up. That's why he's sending JD.
Why not stick around for the signing ceremony with this Iran peace deal?
I might.
You might.
Yeah, I might. But I'd rather, this is a memorandum of understanding. It's very important, but it might not be the kind of a document that I should be signing. This way, if it works out, I'm going to take the credit. If it doesn't work out, I'm blaming JD. You better be careful, JD. He's going to turn his plane around and get the hell out of here. Yeah, I like that idea.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox.
Dude, Donald Trump's a funny dude. I love him. Trump's the man. Trump is the man. Oh, dude, the 5. Trump reminds the G7 who's boss, dude. The 5. Let's go.
Hello. I'm the boss.
Got some Jesse Waters.
How are you?
And President Trump reminding world leaders who.
You guys, don't forget to tap the gift button and send us a gift. The more gifts we get, the better. It helps fuel the channel. So when you tap the gift button, send a happy poop if you can. Happy poop is basically our favorite gift. So send as many happy poops as you can. Let's go.
Who's calling the shots as he wraps up the G7 with a marathon hour-long news conference defending Friday's upcoming peace deal signing with Iran and putting the terror regime on blast if it does not uphold its end of the bargain.
Then it's a memorandum of understanding. If it doesn't get done in 60 days, that's all right. We go back to bombing. If you don't adhere to the agreement, I don't want to do that, but we're going to bomb the hell out of you. When I say permanently, it should be permanently. But if it's...
Oh, hold on. I forgot that.
It's not permanently. We will bomb them. They will be bombed, just like I bombed them on Wednesday night and Tuesday night and was going to bomb them on Thursday night at a level that was 3 times greater, and they knew that. I will bomb them.
And now we've got the details. The
He's
U.S.
got
has
it,
released
dude.
the full 14-point memorandum. Among the top lines, it ends the hostilities, the war, reopens the Strait of Hormuz, and says Iran can't get a nuclear weapon. In exchange, Iran gets sanctions relief, the release of frozen assets, and a $300 billion reconstruction commitment. But the president is adamant that no American money will be going into the mullah's hands.
Yeah, I would be pissed. I would be super pissed if any U.S. dollars went to the mullah or any of the Iranians. I don't care if Iran is in shambles right now because Iran tried to create a nuclear weapon. All right? Iran's government killed thousands of their own citizens for protesting the existing regime. I have no sympathy for the Iranian regime. There will be zero assistance in the rebuild. And no tax dollars will come from American citizens. That's what this says. That's what JD says. That's what Trump says. Trump's the man. JD's the man. Live with it. Deal with it.
You've been clear, President Trump, the United States is not going to directly pay Iran, but the U.S. is going to let the Iranians start making billions of dollars, selling oil, accessing this reconstruction fund.
Only if they're doing things right. Peter, only if we're not doing anything. We're not putting up money. Only if they're doing things right.
And the president poking a little fun at his vice president if things go south.
If it works out, I'm going to take the credit. If it doesn't work out, I'm blaming JD. You better be careful, JD. He's going to turn his plane around and get the hell out of here. Yeah, I like that idea.
Okay, here we go. I love the I'm the boss thing. Very funny. I'm sure. Well, they laughed, so I think they thought it was funny too. Kaylee, the document that was released today was basically the document that was leaked all week that we were told not to take much stock in, but it is the one that they have. It's the one that they're trying to defend, and to mixed reception, I would say.
Indeed. And I would remind everyone a memorandum of understanding is different than a deal. Those are fundamentally two different things. The most important point on this 14-point memorandum is point number 8 that says Iran reaffirms it will not procure or develop a nuclear weapon.
Hell yeah. Well, here's the thing. Iran should never have a nuclear weapon, period, end of story. There just shouldn't be any situation where Iran has a nuclear weapon. That's just facts, complete facts. No nuclear weapon, none of it. I'm not for it. Not for it. This deal is going to help the U.S. In fact, you know, everybody says, oh, this was an optional war. I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't think this war at the end of the day was optional. I think it was a necessary. I think the war was absolutely necessary because of the threat that Iran poses to the Middle East in general and to European nations. If Iran actually had access to like warheads and stuff, I mean, they had the uranium pretty much close to weapons grade enriched. They enriched it to almost near weapons grade level. Like, you have to consider that. These things have to be considered. Okay? All right. Let's keep going, man.
And address its enriched material. But my question is, what are the footnotes to this? That we will get in a deal. And 2, how does it change Iran's behavior? That will all be determined in time. We are told that the points you're looking at on the screen were designed in a way that was to allow Iran to sell this into their domestic politics. And also...
Okay, by the way, I see a lot of haters in the chat right now. If there are any haters that want to get noticed, send me a super chat. I will not read any of your hate-filled comments. If you send me a super chat, I will. But maybe. I mean, you could just lay it out in a super chat. Put your hate where your money is. Yeah. Oh no, I thought it was funny. I'm funny. Okay, one moment. Give me one moment. One more moment, everybody.
know that the commitments that they made behind the scenes verbally are much stronger than these initial frameworks and principles. So those caveats aside. But again, what are the footnotes? Because the footnotes are going to be the kind of things we saw in the Obama JCPOA, though I expect these to be different. But the JCPOA, a much longer document that was actually a deal. This is the memorandum. And in the JCPOA, here were the footnotes: 10-year sunset provisions for centrifuge restrictions, advanced research and development, 15-year sunset on the enrichment caps on Iran, 15-year sunset on the stockpile limits, on the plutonium and heavy water restrictions. In other words, all the restrictions go away, 10 years, 15 years. That was the JCPOA footnote. It would be an unacceptable deal should this deal look like that one. Number two, I would just say this. If you go on Obama's website, the archives of his White House website, here's what they say about inspections. This deal ensures IAEA access when needed, where needed, to verify the peaceful nature of Iran's nuclear program. Anytime, anywhere inspections are simply unnecessary thanks to the deal. Wrong. You cannot trust Iran. Anytime, anywhere inspections.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You have to have inspections in this instance because Iran is untrustworthy. You cannot trust Iran. Period. End of story. You just can't trust Iran. And to those of you who do, good luck with that. Good freaking luck with that. All right. I don't trust Iran at all. But if you do, if any of you do, good for you. That's on you. At the end of the day, that's on you if you trust Iran. I don't know why anybody would. How anybody could. But I do not trust Iran. Period. End of story. And these inspections will absolutely be necessary. 100%. I love it, dude. I love what Trump is doing here. Trump is making things happen, and there's a lot of people who are jealous and upset about it. There's peace in the Middle East because of this deal. A defanged Iran is a good Iran. I repeat, a defanged Iran is a good Iran for the Middle East.
Are necessary. In the Trump deal, when we get the footnotes, I certainly hope that they do not look like this. They've assured us they won't. And I also hope that Iran's behavior changes, because after the Iran deal, they were harassing U.S. Navy ships. They held American sailors hostage. So the devil's in the details. And in 60 days, we'll know the details.
Yeah. And in some ways, it's interesting, Jessica, as Americans, we tend to think of things in 4-year chunks, sometimes 2-year chunks if you look at midterms, but 4 years. But the Iranians have shown that they have a long look. They might look 60 years ahead or something like that. As I said, mixed reception. What are your thoughts?
I think it's not even really mixed. It's just pretty negative, seemingly.
Jesse hasn't gone yet.
I think Jesse's even going to have to be a little more reasonable and maybe take back
me? No.
calling me Tehran Tarlov for talking about what was in this MOU that actually is exactly what was in this MOU. Ben Shapiro on with Martha a little while ago. This MOU appears to be a disaster that does not achieve any of the signal goals that were set by the administration. In my opinion, the VP, the chief negotiator, has not well served the president. Bill Cassidy, the worst foreign policy blunder in decades. You say Trump joking, I'm going to blame this on JD. I think it's a loaded joke, right? Like that he's going to end up the fall guy. And I hope that he heard you yesterday when you said, don't take that picture standing next to a terrorist. Because
I don't think they are taking my advice.
Well, you would be well served to take Dana's advice. Trump today, watching his press conference at the G7 and just a number of comments that he's made over the last several days, honestly feels quite over this, that he wants to move on. I don't know if it's about Cuba or where he wants to go next, but he's like, this didn't really work out the way that I wanted. The MOU looks like, you know, all carrots, no sticks there. Like you said, sell oil, sanctions relief, $300 billion investment fund, the ballistic missile program left alone, the proxies left alone. Thank God that we're going to respect their territorial sovereignty. So it feels like Iran is probably thinking we just won like the geopolitical Powerball of the century. I'm glad you like that. I thought of you when I was coming up with it. Yeah, like
Jessica Tarlov is such a smug you-know-what. She is a smug see you next you-know-what. She is so annoying. She's like the annoying liberal on the show. Granted, I mean, this is how most liberals act. Unfortunately, is just like Jessica Tarlov. She's so bad.
What? It's great. You win a lot
The
of money.
country got destroyed.
They didn't, obviously, though, Greg. I mean, if you engage with, I know you don't like the details, but if you engage with the MOU and you listen to people who supported Trump wholeheartedly in this, who thought that this was great, that this is exactly what.
Dude, Gutfeld's the man. I know, dude. Dude, Eddie, Gutfeld's the man, dude. Greg Gutfeld's the tits. I love Greg Gutfeld, man. I think we're all in love with Greg Gutfeld. I love Jesse Waters, dude. Jesse Waters is so tight.
What we needed, because they had.
I don't listen to them.
But why not? Why is it
Because
embarrassing to listen
I'll
to
let you
people
finish
who
and
are
then I'll
experts?
destroy you later.
Whatever, man.
Why don't you go?
No, because she wasn't done.
Oh, do you want to say anything more?
Oh, this is new too.
Is there a poll?
Yeah.
Yeah, no one likes it.
Okay.
See, Jessica Tarlov, the thing that's funny about her is you could tell that she knows that she's not going to win this argument because her argument sucks, that this is actually a great deal that Trump has signed. The deal that Trump has signed is spectacular. It's marvelous. It is the right deal. Whether you guys want to admit it or not, Trump signed a bona fide banger of a deal. Just saying.
I don't trust anybody because everybody wants something else. It's a good deal when someone is at their weakest, okay? Who do you want to fight? Mike Tyson in his prime or Mike Tyson at 60 with the flu? Then they act like Iran won because they're getting money from the Gulf states to rebuild. Why are they rebuilding? They got destroyed. So that's like telling somebody who lost their house and everything in it that they won because Allstate cut them a check. No.
Yeah. That's true. I mean, that's a good analogy, man. That's a really good analogy. That's a hell of an analogy, but he's right. We had to beat up Iran. And then they signed the deal. They had no other choice. We beat up Iran. They signed the deal. They did what they had to do.
They're starting over in a deeper hole than they've ever been.
Oh, yeah. They are in the hole. They are absolutely in the hole. Iran is so screwed at the end of the day. They have no other choice but to abide by these rules, dude. They got no other choice. No, dude, it's the best analogy I've ever heard, dude. Iran lost this thing, dude. To all the liberals in the chat, if you guys want to prove me wrong, send me a gift. Tap the gift button and send me a gift.
Trump devastated Iran so deeply, we weren't even able to understand it for weeks. It took them 6-7 weeks to even dig out of it. They eliminated multiple levels of leadership. They weren't even sure who to deal with. You got to sift through the rubble to find a temp.
Oh, Greg said 6-7, by the way. Just saying. 6-7.
And yet, yes, they're going to lie and cheat on a deal. We know that. But get this. They always lied and cheated on a deal. But the difference is they've never been less of a threat in their entire existence than now. They were the state-sponsored, the largest state sponsor of terror. Again, they
True. Extremely true.
couldn't sponsor a lemonade stand. And even if they did, left-wingers would try to rob them. You know, I'm waiting for the Dems and the media to get through their 5 stages of grief with Trump. They're still stuck in the first step, which is denial. This might be the time to accept that he's president.
And also accept that he's the greatest president of all time. All right, here we go.
Especially with this last week. You had that amazing stunt with the motorcyclists doing backflips at the White House. That was beautiful. You have
Trump's the
Trinidad
man,
and
dude.
Aragua being inserted.
Hey, if you guys think that Trump's the man, hopefully you guys send a gift. If you guys want to send a virtual gift to the show, tap the gift button, send that virtual gift, dude. We love our virtual gifts. You see that little gift button in the lower right-hand corner? Send Zaddy a virtual gift.
Incinerated. You have Trump at the G7 treated like an OG because he flattened Iran like a drunk at a bar. And you know what? We have entered the golden age. I could go through the list of everything, and nobody's talking about the blue wave anymore. It's more like a blue trickle. It's
Oh, Froggy
Laugh out
Frog
loud.
just sent a happy Pride Month. OMG. Hold on. Everybody, give a shout out to Frog Eat Frog. Thank you so much. I'm gonna highlight that. Frog Eat Frog. I love you, bro. Love you. I love you, Frog. I love you, Frog. Love. Much love. Happy Pride Month, Frog. I love you, bro. Dude, thank you for the thank you for the happy. Hey, you guys, if you guys want to send me a happy Pride gift, just to celebrate the Garza show, tap the gift button and send a happy Pride gift. One more time, if you guys want to celebrate Pride Month with me, tap the gift button and send a happy Pride gift. Ooh woo, ooh woo, ooh woo. But yeah, if you guys can, though, do not forget to send a happy Pride gift. Tap the gift button, send a happy Pride. Show me how prideful, show me how much pride you got, bro. LGBTQ, let's go, dude. Annie says, hey, Frog, dude, we got Annie, we got Frog Eat Frog, we got Larson Christopher. Frog Eat Frog says, come on, show some solidarity, y'all. Yeah, by the way, you guys need to send me a gift, dude. Hey, to all the liberals, send me a happy Pride gift. It'll make me really happy. The more happy Pride gifts I got, happy Pride, yum yum. Happy Pride, yum yum. Happy Pride, happy Pride, happy Pride, yum yum. Happy Pride, yum yum. Happy Pride, yum yum. Happy Pride, happy Pride, happy Pride, yum yum. Okay. But yeah, if you guys can, send me a happy Pride gift. It really helps the channel grow in more ways than one.
Pinching off to a drop, and no amount of saw palmetto is going to restore the flow, Jessica.
You don't even know what saw palmetto is yet.
But you will.
What is that? Is
Yeah.
that something you sprinkle on pasta?
Yes, exactly.
You should try it. Go ahead. Tell us your thoughts.
Greg made such a good point yesterday, and it's maybe with age comes wisdom.
Thank you.
But he really stepped back from this and looked at the big picture. And let's remind everybody what Greg said. We whipped Iran. Their nuke program is dead. The Ayatollah is dead. We basically did it with 12 casualties, God bless them, and no ground troops. And now the United States is the world's leading exporter of energy. And we did it in...
Win says, hi, hello, Winnie. Thank you so much for saying hi. Happy Pride Month, everybody. It's the Michael Garza Show. Happy Pride Month. If you guys can, send a gift. When you send a gift, make sure that you hit the Happy Pride gift, preferably. If not, no big deal. No big deal. Just get that pride, dude. Get that pride.
3 months.
I want a happy Pride gift, okay? It's Pride Month on the Michael Garza Show. I want everybody to tap the gift button and send a happy Pride gift right now, if you can.
You look at that and you tell any Democrat president over the last 47 years, would you take those results? All of them would say yes. And oil is at the same price it was now than it was before the war. I mean, those are incredible results. But let's get into the details. This is from the document. Iran agreed at a minimum.
But don't forget to send a gift, you guys. Send a gift. and you will get highlighted and recognized.
To destroy their enriched uranium on site as we watch. And if we don't,
like your mom making
and if they don't, and if they don't do it, they don't get any sanctions relief. That's the deal. And they can't even get to the uranium.
Laugh out loud.
So even if they leave it at the
Oh, Major General Tao just sent a happy pride for 628 joules. Who else here is going to... I'm going to give it a heart. Oh, my God. Major General Tao, I love you, bro. Thank you for the happy Pride month. Happy Pride. Happy Pride, yum, yum. Happy Pride, yum, yum.
Laugh out
Happy
loud.
Pride. Happy Pride. Oh! Patriotic Booger just sent a balloon for sun balloon for 500 joules. Holy crap, dude. Holy crap. Thank you so much, Patriotic Booger. Thank you so much. I love you, bro. If you guys send gifts, I give you guys heart hands. Sun balloon, yum, yum. Sun balloon, yum, yum. Sun balloon, sun balloon, sun balloon, yum, yum. Hey, if you guys want to send a sun balloon gift, if you guys want to send a happy Pride gift, look, it's Pride Month on the Michael Garza show. Send a gift. Send a happy Pride gift, preferably. But I really do want to say thank you to Patriotic Booger for sending that. I want to say thank you to Major General Tao. Hey, if you guys can, send happy Pride gifts. It's Pride Month. I want you guys to be proud. Send a happy Pride gift if you can. And if you will. Thank you so much, Patriotic Booger. Thank you so much, Major General Tao. I love you guys both. You're both amazing. Amazing. I gave you loves on your happy Pride. Thank you so much for the gifts, though, you guys. I really do appreciate it. The more gifts we get, the better. It really does help the channel in more ways than one. And it helps us grow, man. That's all I can say. It helps us grow like cray-cray. So happy sun, yum, yum. Happy Pride, yum, yum. Happy Pride, happy Pride, happy Pride, yum, yum. Hey, send a happy Pride gift if you guys love the LGBTQ community. Okay, I'm going to stop begging for gifts.
status quo, which they said it remains.
Hey, again, Major General Tao, I do want to thank you for that happy Pride, bro. I want to thank you. And then Patriotic Booger, thank you so much for that sun balloon. Mucho apreciado, bro. Mucho apreciado, man.
Status quo is that it's dead and buried. You can't enrich what you can't get. All right, so that's that. The Strait opens, no attacks, no tolls. Now, they put this thing in there at the end of 60 days, Iran and Oman can negotiate with the Saudis and the Kuwaitis over how they're going to deal with the Strait under international law. Well, under international law, you can't toll. And you think the Saudis are agreeing?
And by the way, if Iran tries to toll the Strait, it's game over, dude. There's no reality where Iran tolls the Strait. And if they even try, dude, Donald Trump is going to rain fury upon Iran if they try to toll the Strait. That's not happening under Trump's watch. I'll tell you that.
Into a toll system? No.
It ain't
That's just
happening
to let
under
them
Trump's
feel good
watch.
about
No.
themselves. You keep talking about this $300 billion fund. Greg's right. They're $1 trillion in the hole. All right. Guess who controls the investment fund? The United States. We issue the license. We issue the sanctions relief. We issue the contracts. Everything that's invested in Iran, we determine whether Iran is investable. And that doesn't happen unless they behave. Now, the
question is, will Iran behave? And I'm not going to lie, I don't think they will. I just don't think there's really any chance that Iran's going to behave well enough to work with us. This is what Iran does. This is what Iran is all about. They don't behave. They just do stupid things 24/7. And that's all they're going to do. Iran makes really crappy decisions all the frickin' time. We know it. Major General Tao says, don't forget that a true communist wants a referee with absolute authority over you to keep you equal. Yeah, well, here's the thing. That's the thing. The reason that there's no billionaires in a communist society is one, basically success is punished and poverty is rewarded. So that's why everybody's poor in a communist society. Like I said, success is punished, poverty is rewarded in a communist society. This is why I hate communism, because nothing ever gets done. Communism is a philosophy that only lazy people believe in. If you're a lazy piece of garbage, you believe in communism. You most likely believe in communism if you're a lazy piece of shit. And you're usually incompetent too. But anyway, only lazy people like communism and socialism. If you like socialism and communism, you're a lazy person. That's all there is to it.
The vision of the deal is that Iran can either have cash flow, make love, make money, be a normal country, or they can fund terrorism and die. It's their choice.
By the way, it's Happy Pride Month. Feel free to send a Happy Pride gift. Tap the gift button below. There are Pride gifts that you can send the Michael Garza show. We are Pride Month friendly. Happy Pride Month, everybody. I show my pride by basically thirst trapping over Jesse Waters. I think Jesse Waters is a hot man. And that's look, this is part of my Pride Month. This is how I celebrate Pride Month, is I salivate over Jesse Waters. Okay, I think he's the man. So look, if you guys want to help Pride Month, send a Happy Pride gift. Send any sort of gift, really. But if you guys want to support Pride Month, send a Happy Pride gift. Okay, it'll help the channel in more ways than one.
And if they go back to their mischief, we can hit them again with more bombs and blockades and sanctions. If they BS us, we can go back to it. It's no problem.
So you're saying that communism is not a perfect system and neither is capitalism, but here's the thing. Capitalism is far more effective than communism. It doesn't matter about perfection. No system is perfect, and no system needs to be perfect. There's a flaw in your logic. Perfection is not required for a system to be effective. Capitalism is effective because it promotes individualism. Communism is ineffective because it promotes the group identity and not the individual identity. An individual does not feel significant in a communist regime. Everybody is poor under communism, straight up. Communism is a BS idea, and only lazy people, and I'm telling you, and this is my belief system, only lazy people like communism. I repeat, only lazy people like communism.
All of these sanctions and all of this unfrozen cash and billions in funds that everybody around the table keeps talking about, it all gets paid if they behave. It's all at the part of the final deal. It's all if they give us the dust. I think we all need to reread it a little bit more closely. And also, while we're at it, did you guys hear that we just signed the EU trade deal? That kind of got buried. That's kind of a big deal. Wow.
I mean, that is a big deal.
The EU just
EU
dropped all their tariffs on us to zero. Wow, I guess it worked, Jessica.
Yeah.
So wait, there's no tariffs on the U.S.? That's amazing. I mean, that legitimately is amazing. Straight up.
Liberation Day, the greatest day in American history.
Look at the stuff.
Finally.
All right.
Be sure to like and subscribe.
Jessica Tarlov is such a sore loser, dude. And Jessica Tarlov is she's another reason why I can't stand liberals. Major General Tao says there are drawbacks to capitalism. Adam Smith never used the term capitalism. He described productionism. Huh. Well, I love capitalism. I don't think it's that bad. I don't think it's as bad as everybody makes it out to be. The only people who hate capitalism are basically lazy people. If you're a lazy person, you hate capitalism. Absolutely. 100%. All right, let's go back to the 5.
Socialism is seizing yet another one of America's big blue cities, this time in our nation's capital.
Oh, fucking New York. Is that Jasmine Crockett as well? Yikes.
Democratic socialist Janice Lewis George is a leading
Oh, no way. That's somebody else.
the pack in the district's first-ranked choice mayoral race, and her agenda reads like a page straight out of the Mamdani manual: free transit, government-funded childcare, and a heavy dose of anti-Trump politics.
Yep.
The people of D.C. want a mayor who will stand up to Trump, who understands that we're not going to get ICE off our streets by fearing him, who understands that we are not going to...
No, you need ICE on your streets, dude. You kidding me? The more that you say you don't need ICE on your streets, the more you need ICE on your streets. That's the way I see it. I mean, you're clearly hiding something. If you're heavily resistant to ICE, I feel like you're hiding something. Like, I really do. I straight up think that if you're resistant to ICE, you are hiding something. That is my thought process behind it.
Fight for autonomy and ultimately statehood by complying in advance.
And with far-left candidates like these, it's no wonder why President Trump is feeling pretty good about Republicans' chances in the midterms.
The Republicans...
I mean, here's the problem, is the Democrats have a lot of low IQ candidates, and these candidates are just so lame. But no, that's the problem with Democrats, is they believe in stupid ideals, and they're lazy people. I got to admit, I'm sorry. If you believe that communism is a smart idea, if you're a Democrat that sees communism as a smart idea, you're a lazy person. You're a lazy twat.
Are coming up strong even before this. You know why they're seeing all these lunatics, like the guy in Maine with the swastika? You know, for 10 years they've been calling me a Nazi. And now they have a Nazi running. I don't think they could call it to me anymore, you know?
Yeah, Plattner in Maine doesn't he have that tattoo that's a certain type of tattoo? Sounds like, dude, Plattner, of course, people in Maine would elect Plattner because people in Maine are psycho. Allegedly.
Jessica, I've been saving these polls all week to underscore what the president is saying. NBC, these are midterm years where there are GOP presidents. There was a 11-point lead Democrats had in 2006, 10-point lead in 2018, 5-point lead now. Also, if you look NBC, MU Law, and Ipsos, all credible polls, Democrats have actually lost some of their advantage. Yes, they have 3-4-point advantage, but it has gone down from January.
Yeah, so the last week or so, I've definitely seen a tightening of it. You had, before that, the New York Times and Quinnipiac, also very reputable, meets our standards, with a 10-plus point lead on the generic ballot. I want to play as if it is an even playing field and that we have to fight for every vote. And that's how it should be. I'm not resting on any laurels. I want the best candidates in the races.
I mean, that's what the Democrats do, though. They're complacent. They rest on their laurels. They believe in lazy ideas like communism and socialism. And that's just why. That's why I don't trust Democrats, man. I don't trust the Democrat Party, I should say. I just don't.
We have talked about Graham Plattner ad nauseum. I was happy to see yesterday that Mike Collins is John Ossoff's opponent in Georgia. So that's basically shifted to a safe hold for us. So that's a big deal in a swing state. And hopefully Keisha Lance Bottoms can win the governorship. In terms of the DSA takeover in these races, they are very organized. They are very good at getting this done. I think that there are a lot of aspects of their core platform that resonate, excuse me, not only with the left, but with Americans generally. Like talking about Medicare for all, talking about things like universal childcare, which Kathy Hochul swooped in and helped Mom Donnie with here, and also critically an aggressive housing plan. The party that convinces people and makes real pledges and has an action plan to build more affordable housing in this country, like what they did in Austin, for instance, is going to reap the benefits from it. It is an enormous crisis. And so I don't look at certain aspects of her platform and think that it's all that crazy.
Look, I mean, Dana, if you would have told me 4 years ago that there would be a socialist running New York City, one in Seattle, and maybe one in D.C., I would have said that's not possible.
Oh, it's likely.
Oh, no. Actually, I disagree with McEnany here. Because the left has become so dumb and they become so idiotic that they will elect morons like Mamdani, who is a total socialist a-hole, by the way. Total socialist prick.
Because they have ranked choice voting there, but she got 50% with 2/3 of the vote in. So that's like not even going to be an issue. So she's going to win. And I think that it's key for people to understand that one of the reasons the Democratic Socialists of America is doing so well is that they are better funded and better organized than the Democratic National Committee by far. They have weekly meetings. You have elocution lessons. They get all on the same page. They do like make a little friendship bracelet for each other. Like it is community for them. And we should want Chuck Schumer and what's the guy's name? Kevin, whatchamacallit, over at the DNC. We should want them to do better, but they're not able to do better. They have a major fundraising crisis. They're still.
Hold on. What's Major General Tao is saying? Soviet commies were very polite, though, but they mostly hated their government. Focus on your own personal productivity and support policies that make it easier to produce freely for yourself and your family. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, that shit makes sense, man. I appreciate that. Major General Tao's on point, bro. Major General Tao is on point. I love it.
Paying the debt from the Kamala Harris situation, plus the autopsy thing that's been a disaster. We just did the B block again on the 2024 decision. And so they have this perfect storm of no credibility. They have no trust.
Nope.
And they also have like Hakeem Jeffries, who's pretty low energy.
Ew. Hakeem Jeffries. God. Talk about terrible. His criticisms of Trump are so ridiculous, too. Like, Hakeem Jeffries is another Democrat that I'm just like, yuck. Yuck. Disgusting.
Remember, he came out and said like, F around.
By the way, happy Pride Month, everybody. The Michael Garza Show celebrates Happy Pride Month. If you guys want, tap the gift button and send me a Happy Pride gift. That's right. We celebrate Pride Month here on the Michael Garza Show. You guys call me Gaza all the time. So tap the gift button and send the Michael Garza Show a Happy Pride gift. Once again, hit the gift button. And I mean hit that gift button in the lower right-hand corner. And send me a Happy Pride gift to celebrate Pride Month. Ooh woo. Ooh woo. Ooh woo. Ooh woo.
And find out. And he was like so tough. And that's like, oh, actually, the Supreme Court says you can't really do that. And so they're in a mess. The DNC is in a mess. But the DSA is like, well, we'll fill that vacuum, no problem. And we will all pay the price for it. It's not just an affordable housing plan. It's a wholesale different way of governing. And Republicans better pay attention to this, too, because young people are starting to look at this and say, well, maybe this would be better than what I'm dealing with because I can't buy a house.
And Jesse, we will.
Here's the thing, though. Even if there's a bit of an affordability crisis, trust me when I say this, you do not want socialism. Socialism ruins countries. Big time. Especially, like, socialism and communism are terrible. Every country that injects communism or socialism ideals into their ethos totally get destroyed over time. And they don't progress. They don't make progress. They regress. Socialism is a regressive ideal. It's a regressive system. Major General Tao says another key aspect to socialism is to ensure the government is larger than the private sector. That's true. Mr. Tao says the U.S. is just socialism light. I can agree with that. I can agree with that wholeheartedly, actually. Yeah. Major General Tao, I agree completely. Completely, my man, completely.
We'll all pay the consequences because Janice George tweeted out in 2019 that she would absolutely divest from the police department. So D.C. will pay a price.
Yeah, but there's a deal to be done. Trump's a city guy. He's a developer. If you tell him, listen, we want you to help us. We want you to help us make D.C. beautiful. Clean up the subway system, build some apartments, make it sparkle, make it gleam. You don't think Trump would hand over like $20 billion? He just gave New York billions of dollars to redo Penn Station, just an absolute dump. And he's going to remake it, and it looks gorgeous. Have you seen these renderings? It looks
like that is great.
It looks brilliant. So if you could get that done with him, that's.
My boy Major General Tao says, but Garza and I will restore the Constitution and remove central banking treasury bonds. They will be replaced by asset-backed bonds. Well, to be honest, I mean, that would be kind of cool. That would be kind of cool if the bonds were backed by gold, silver, stocks. That would be pretty cool, admittedly. You know, I do believe in the old saying, save your assets, not your money. Once again, save your assets, not your money. That's what I believe. In a lot of ways, I do believe assets are the real money anyway. So that's my thought process behind it.
That's the deal to be made. But if you're just going to fight them and paint Black Lives Matter all over the sidewalk and graffiti Andrew Jackson's statue on the horse outside the White House, then you're going to make an amendment to me. And he will make you feel so much pain because he will go out of his way to make you, you don't want to be on the receiving end anymore of that.
Yeah, well, if the renderings look anything like the Trump Presidential Library, they will be beautiful, Greg.
Is this the mayor that's winning, a Democrat?
Democratic Socialist.
Yeah, so, but it still has the phrase Democrat in it.
It does.
So I don't think the DNC.
Well, here's the problem with democratic socialism. You're taking two ideas that are bad, democracy and socialism, and combining it into one idea. It doesn't work. Democracy, we're not a democracy, first off. We're a constitutional representative republic. Get that right. Second, democracy really doesn't work at the end of the day. So democratic socialism. So basically, you're going to allow the people to choose who you steal from. Because socialism, in my opinion, is a system based on theft. I believe that socialism is a system based on theft. And it only creates poverty. Communism is a system based on theft as well. The entire system relies on theft. And when you say redistribution of wealth, I say theft of wealth, to give it to people who don't deserve the wealth. It's theft of wealth. My opinions are far superior to yours, Helen. My opinions are far better than yours will ever be. You know it. You know it. I see you in the chat, Helen. I see you in the chat.
Laugh out loud. Democratic socialism votes for the biggest handout.
Oh, yeah. It's freaking handout city, dude. And that's the problem with democratic socialism is it's basically voting for what sort of free shit do you want. And here's the thing. None of it's free. Basically, you're voting on, hey, who should we steal from to make this happen? And then once all the funds are gone from the people that you stole from, then you're basically going to have nothing left because all the people who actually create things, all the people who make the world better are suddenly resentful of all of you because you've all stolen from them. That's what socialism is. It's basically a mass theft system. I think socialism is an idea based on fraud. I think socialism and communism is a fraudulent concept. It's fraudy. It's disgusting. I freaking hate it. It really is the worst system ever created.
Isn't a mess at all. A Democrat socialist win is a Democrat win. They love Mandami. They love, and if it's a socialist, how is it any different? I don't see that. I don't see them complaining about this. How do you get Democrats to embrace socialism? It's really easy. A win is a win. And all you need to do is get them to believe.
Yeah, I don't support Israel, by the way. I don't support Israel. I don't support Palestine. I don't support Iran. I do not support the Ukraine. I do not support Russia. I want to make that very clear. I support none of those countries. I think that they are all garbage in their own right, in my opinion.
Believe that it's that.
Allegedly. Or
the end of the world.
Yep.
Now think about that. Like if you're, let's say you're a run of the mill Democrat. This is your party. This is an indictment of your party that to get you to accept their awful ideas, their awful candidates, the rampant homelessness, the drugs they did nothing about, the crime they allowed in, the open borders. You need to say it's either us or the apocalypse. Think about that. They were actually saying we are so bad that we need to tell you it's us or death. It's like a restaurant that serves sewage, but says, if you don't eat this, you're gonna die. That's what.
Dude, Greg is on fire with these analogies, dude. Greg is on fire tonight with these analogies. Unbelievable. That's a good analogy, though. The Democrats are basically a restaurant that is serving you a plate full of sewage, and they're telling you that if you don't eat this, you're gonna die. Well, guess what? The problem is the Democrats are basically the poison at this point, in my opinion. Allegedly. And honestly, the Democrats just pissed me off. The Democrats have a lot of toxic ideas. The Democrats remind me of a succubus. Yeah, they do. Democrats remind me of a succubus, man. That's what that party reminds me of. Their collectivist ideals are so fucking low IQ. It's disturbing.
They're doing it. Socialism, unfortunately, has an exemption from any kind of demand.
Socialism deserves the ultimate criticism
of evidence that we require from capitalism every single day. We look and we see how capitalism is doing. There isn't any here because it's a luxury belief that is indulged by the people who teach it on campuses, which is then feed it to the young people. They don't know any better. They exploit the compassionate label, pretending that if you split up a pie, that's compassion. It's not compassion if you don't know how to make more pie.
Yeah, here's the thing. You can't just steal from wealthy people. It doesn't work. I'm sorry. Stealing from wealthy people just doesn't work in the end. Seriously, stealing from wealthy people is not a good solution. It doesn't work. You know, we have the courage to criticize, it's so funny. We have the courage to criticize the top 1%. I'm going to quote Asmongold here. But do we have the courage to actually criticize the bottom 1%? I do. The ones who do all the terrible, terrible shit. Yeah, I do. Not laws and Eric Klein, dude. Eric Klein says bank bailouts, corporate socialism, welfare. Socialism is the only thing saving America. Capitalism keeps failing. Dude, socialism, by the way, capitalism hasn't failed. Socialism being injected into the system has interfered with capitalism. What we have is not true free market capitalism, Eric. If we had true free market capitalism, we would actually have things would be even much better than they are now. Major General Tao says theft is a violation of the golden rule. You know, when you tax anything over 5%, I, in my opinion, think that should be considered theft. It's going to be highly debated, but I think it should be considered theft. I think socialism and communism are ideas that are rooted in theft. And they're low IQ bullshit ideas.
A socialist can't even make a Necco wafer. They destroy the lives they help. I mean, think about it. There is no country that has ever succeeded under socialism. And you can say, oh, there are types of socialism. There's types of... No, the only types of socialism are capitalism handicapped by some socialism.
Yep.
Intellectual laziness, ignorance, and deliberate amnesia.
Just like I was saying, socialism handicapping capitalism. Yes, I agree.
Has created this mess, and it's all pushed by 30-year-olds who were taught by 40-year-olds who deceive students on the consequences of a horrible ideology.
Yep.
But hey, it beats the apocalypse. It's either this or Trump. And if you get Trump, you're going to die. So vote for Plattner. Sure, he has a Nazi tattoo, but it's not Trump. Vote for Biden. Yeah, he's brain dead, but consider the alternative, Trump.
Yeah, I'll take Trump any day. I'll take Trump any day. Trump is one of the greatest presidents we've ever had, man. Straight up. Straight up, dude. I don't care what y'all think. I don't care what y'all say. Trump is the greatest. Yeah. You heard me. Trump is the greatest president of all time. I'm not taking that back. I'm not taking it back. Why should I? Trump's the GOAT, dude. Trump's my favorite president, okay? I have a right to that opinion. I think Trump's the best, dude. Trump is the best.
Yes, that is the choice.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full
WordStar, huh? What is WordStar? Give me a moment, you guys. Sorry about this. I'm looking up some information right now. Bear with me, okay? Bear with me. Major General Tao is saying affordable housing is easy. Just ban mortgages and make secondary properties only cash settlement done. So you're basically saying make it to where if you're going to use a mortgage, you can only use it on your primary home of residence. And then everything else that you buy has to be purchased with cash. I mean, that could solve the housing affordability crisis, actually. I don't know. I don't know, man. It's crazy. I feel like there's a housing bubble right now, though. I really do. I really sincerely believe there's a housing bubble. There is a housing affordability crisis, though. Give me just a moment, you guys. Sorry about that. Looking up a couple things.
Don't waste.
We're watching Gutfeld for a second. We love our great Gutfeld on this channel. He is so cute.
All that energy just now. We've got so much fun ahead. Good evening, everyone. In Chicago, an Asian college student has admitted to burning a cross to protest Donald Trump. And in typical fashion, did it while maintaining a perfect 4.0. The student was arrested after investigators were suspicious when he initially blamed the Ku Klux Klan.
Oh, racist would say. That's funny.
J.D. Vance has been on a media tour promoting his book about Catholicism, and last year he said that he hopes his Hindu wife Usha converts to Christianity. And now there is hope. Once Usha saw her husband on The View, she no longer believes cows are sacred.
That's a good one.
Well, the vice president did a great job on The View yesterday, but it was the Secret Service who performed so bravely by jumping in front of JD every time Whoopi broke wind. An Indonesian man.
Oh, Winnie or Win says, hi, hello, Win. How are you doing, my brony bro? How are you doing? Make sure you guys tap the gift button in the lower right-hand corner. The more gifts we get, the better. But yeah, you guys feel free to send a gift. The more gifts we have, the better. It really does help the channel grow in more ways than one. Also, it's just fun to see all the gifts that pop up on the screen. I love seeing gifts. I love seeing the happy poop gifts. I love seeing the sparkles, the thumbs up, disco ball. I think there's even a corgi gift. Oh, and there's a happy Pride gift as well. So if you guys want to celebrate Happy Pride Month with me, don't forget to tap the Happy Pride gift. So tap the gift button in the lower right-hand corner. Select, if you guys can, hopefully you select Happy Pride to celebrate Pride Month with me. And send me all your Pride Month gifts. That's what I want right now. Pride Month.
Man was found barely alive after wandering lost in a mountain forest for 3 years. The amazing part, he passed another man who asked him for directions.
Hot, 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 hot. Hot, 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 hot. I love Joe Biden. I like Joe Biden. He's number one. I love him. He's lots of fun.
Sean Penn, the actor, is making...
If I lay here, if I just lay here. Eric Klein says, my mom was on The View, first row Garza. Hell yeah, dude. Would you lie with me and just forget the world? Forget what we're told before we get too old. Show me the garden that's bursting into life. Let's waste time chasing cars around our heads. I need your grace to remind me to find my own. And if I lay here, if I just lay here, would you lie with me and just forget the world? Forget what we're told before we get too old. Show me the garden that's bursting into life. Eric Klein says, she said they would have thrown you out. Probably. Yeah, I mean, the Secret Service was everywhere. So if you would have went crazy on The View, man, the Secret Service would have got you.
A January 6th movie, and the film has already been rated.
Eric Klein says, that's your natural voice. I guess it is. I mean, that's the way I like to sing. And all that I am, and all that I ever was, is here in your perfect eyes. They're all I can see, and I don't know where. Confused about how as well.
Rated IQ 13. Bradley Cooper is playing a Capitol cop, and guess who's playing the Capitol? During an event in New York City, Hillary Clinton criticized Joe Biden's decision to run again in 2024.
I love you, Joe Biden.
She said, I blame myself for not strangling him first.
Hey, thank you guys for subscribing to the channel, by the way. I noticed we have 10,833 subs, but I do want to thank each and every one of you guys for being so involved in the channel. Let's keep it going.
And finally, a German man has assembled the world's largest Lego sausage. And I know just...
Damn. That is hot. Hot, 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 hot. Hot, 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 hot. Hot.
Just where to put it, said one man. All right.
Don Lemons, dude.
What do you expect?
Eric Klein, I still haven't learned that Elvis song. I'm so sorry, bud. I know, I'm breaking Eric's heart, dude. I'm breaking Eric Klein's heart on this one.
So once again, we stopped a nutty plot to kill the president and his supporters, a terror attack targeting Sunday's UFC fight at the White House. At least a dozen keyboard rebels armed with rifles planned.
Yep, they did.
They hit the South Lawn with explosive drones and snipers targeting politicians, the crowd, and anyone who supports this evil government or Israel. These rejects held grudges against Trump, Billy.
Of course, these all look like Reddit moderators, by the way. Did you notice that all 5 of these guys look like Reddit moderators? Can we just can we just soak in this view? Of course, each and every one of these suckers looks like a Reddit moderator. Once again, each and every one of these losers looks like a Reddit moderator. Of course they do.
Billionaires, capitalist elites, and anyone who's ever taken money from AIPAC, which is code for the Jews. Sound familiar? Yep, it's the same envy-driven poison we've heard from the left. And primarily, the dude whose chest screams Gestapo while his beard screams village people.
Hot, 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 hot. Hot, 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 hot. Hot. Groypers or Guyana? I don't know. What does that mean? What does Guyana mean? ET says, hold up. Is that you? Oh my God, wait a minute. Graham Plattner and I look the same? No. No. Graham Plattner and I look the same. Fuck.
Both these fanatics and Graham Plattner seethe with hatred for Jews, the rich, and capitalism. Basically, anyone or anything that's been successful.
Oh, and by the way, Graham Plattner is last time I checked it, isn't he like a frequent Reddit user? So it makes so much sense. That is hilarious. That is too flipping good, dude.
Successful. That's why you don't see them railing against Jim Acosta. And yet, the Dems still support the Nazi-tattooed Graham, who's been accused of everything from insulting dead soldiers to mocking teen suicide. Why? Because they want to win, which leads us to their strategy for defending him. They'll say if Plattner loses, then the Republicans would still hold the Senate, which means the Supreme Court will become more right-wing and millions of innocent women and children will die.
Eric Klein says you look like the singer from Fall Out Boys. I like that, actually. I like Patrick Stump. He's kind of a sexy devil. 'Cause I don't care what you think, just as long as it's about me. The best of us can find happiness in misery. Whoa.
Which is the same filter of existential crisis they use on everything. If you believe Trump's a danger to life as we know it, then it justifies anything. Like voting for a creep with a Nazi tattoo. Now, if you truly believe it's either Plattner or the end of the world, I get it. But I know the Dems don't believe that because they use the same doomsday defense on everything.
Yeah, they think
you
everything's the end of the world.
Using a gas stove, the ice caps will melt and the world will end. If we check ID before voting, we will return to Jim Crow or worse, slavery. January 6th, remember, worse than 9/11. And the COVID virus will kill both young and old unless you have the natural immunity of a packed BLM rally. And if you keep reading Kilmeade's books, your IQ will plummet.
Brian mother effing Kilmeade, dude.
Okay, they were right on that one. And of course, they justified electing a president with spam for brains who couldn't find his way off a stage with a Waze.
I love that they used Brian Kilmeade as a placeholder joke. I love Brian Kilmeade, but whatever.
App. Because a world with Trump was worse. Fact is, the Dems never say, the world's going to be fine if we lose this one. Now, what if you don't believe the end is nigh, but still vote for Plattner? That means you don't think he's a toxic male, or you don't care. Which means you're
Zaddy Platty.
Authority on matters of misogyny no longer carry any weight. So when you scream about a fighter calling a first lady a man, we don't care.
I love this guy. I'm just gonna say I love this guy. I'm just gonna say allegedly he was saying what we've all been thinking for a long time. Allegedly. Let's keep going.
When you bring up Trump's so-called treatment of women, it falls on deaf ears. And when you condemn me for wearing a Speedo at my job review, no longer resonates. So Plattner's support relies on the scuzziest reason of all. That you know there's no existential crisis, and you know Plattner's a creep, but you will still back him because he's a Democrat. And let's be real, that's exactly what 99% of the party hacks are doing.
Yep.
And the entire power-mad left has built a sick little framework to excuse it. So if you're a Democrat, ponder this. Your party needs you to believe it's the end of the world. So you'll vote for their awful, awful ideas, which, when you really think about it, should be the reason to never vote for them ever again. I mean, if someone says the world's going to end unless you go home with me, would you buy that? Hell, it's never worked for me.
Here he is. Let's welcome tonight's guest.
Amazing, dude. Amazing.
This is good. She talks so fast, every 75,000 words, they have to rotate her fillings. Co-host of Outnumbered Emily Catano. He's proof that
Greg is such a stud, dude.
that hard work and talent are all words with letters. Comedian Jeff Dye. No matter what life throws at her, she still won't eat it. New York Times bestselling author, Fox News
That's a good one.
contributor, Cat Tim. And he looks like the bouncer who will let your girlfriend in, but not you. Former NWA World Champion.
Tyrus, dude. Tyrus is a stud, dude. I love Tyrus, man. Tyrus is a hunk. Tyrus is a mother effing hunk.
It's a Planetary Podcast. Tyrus.
The GOAT.
So, Emily, when you look at this latest crop of kind of like creepy nobodies, they always sound exactly the same as other creepy nobodies who also sound just like most leftists on Blue Sky and elsewhere.
And horrifically, half of Congress. Hating the billionaires, hating the capitalist elites, hating the oligarchs, hating the kings. All of this language has come out of every single elected official's mouth and those candidates. You're exactly right. The only way that it is excusable or credible for someone to say, I am voting for and let's say anti-Semitic, rapist, idiot, anti-veteran, waste of flesh, will be because the alternative is a complete crisis.
Right.
It is them or your death.
I love how they're basically, that's basically what the Democrats are saying. Hey, if you don't vote for Plattner, who is the worst of all of us, the alternative is worse than that. Really? No, we're good. We're going to vote for the alternative that you say is the bad one because we don't trust you, leftists. The left has gone so Looney Tunes. The left is so insane that they're expecting us to vote for one of the worst. Dude, Plattner sucks. If I was a Democrat, I definitely wouldn't be voting for Plattner. Hell no.
The Democrat Party has built up such a narrative. It's like the other day I saw a video of a plane about to crash land. And it was like fighting the wind. It was super crazy. It made it. And it was going viral because someone said, oh, a tray table must have been down, right? In jest. Because these stewardesses always say, if the tray table's down during landing, like we're all going to die. That's the Democrat Party every day with everything. Because it's the only.
Well, that's the thing. The Democrat Party is extremely hyperbolic about everything. Notice that most Democrats will just freak out at the drop of a hat. Most Democrats that are like super communist, super socialists, they freak out about everything. They think everything is some sort of stupid existential crisis. I'm sick of it. I'm done with it. Not everything is a stupid fucking existential crisis, okay? Democrats, come on, man. Democrats piss me off, dude. Okay, let's keep going.
Only way that they can.
What airline do you
do they
fly?
say that?
I'm not getting on that.
Her point's good. She says that they act like the littlest details will cause destruction.
Yes.
Turn off your phones.
Right. And also, who believes that guy is 19?
Yeah.
He is literally 65.
Do we have a picture of him?
It's up right now.
Yeah, I can't see it.
Everything that those kids, that those their brains are not formed yet, nubile, unicellular organisms. Everything that they talked about on Signal, thinking that it was private, was exactly what we have read in the Washington Post and the New York Times and by the Democrat Party mouthpieces. And
oh yeah, it's all regurgitated from the crazy left. Exactly. It's all garbage that has been regurgitated by the crazy left. Precisely. Agreed 100%.
Half of Congress, which is railing against, vilifying, and villainizing our president. How many more attempted assassinations do we have to go through? How many more plots do we have to thwart? And by the way, remember the UFC, the details weren't announced until semi-recently. So the extent of this complicated plot was devised in a short amount of time. We need to stay on our guard because I think a lot worse is next because the Democrat Party isn't learning any lessons.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Which one's 19?
Top right.
We couldn't put
You're
up a picture.
joking.
No. That's what I'm saying.
That guy's 19. I thought he was like mid-30s. I thought the guy... So they're saying that this guy is 19 years old. This guy right here. They're saying this guy right here is 19 years old. Holy shit. Yeah, they're aging like milk, dude.
The top right is 19?
Yeah. So you
I want the opposite of his skincare routine.
No, but you know what? You're
Dental
bringing
records.
a good point here. Ugliness is not... You start in a hole when you're really ugly, Jeff. You wouldn't know. But that guy was like bald when he was 15.
I know, yeah, he's angry.
A lot of these people are not good looking, and there's a lot of research that says if you're unattractive...
He's already pissed off. He's at the bottom of the hierarchy.
Yeah, and but he could have
get borrow hair from the guy on the bottom?
Yeah. They just met, they're friends on Reddit.
That's a good one, dude. That was actually a good one. But yeah, these are all a bunch of Reddit moderators is what it boils down to. All 5 of these guys, how much do you want to bet that each and every one of these morons, each and every one of these morons is most likely a Reddit moderator? How much do you want to bet? How much do you want to bet that the majority of these morons, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy, are all Reddit moderators? I don't know how much I would bet on it, but if I were a betting man, I would bet they all are.
I've said this before. Ugly people have no Gandhi. So, Jeff, rather than just smiling like a cute little boy that you are,
yes,
why don't you add to this conversation?
All right, I didn't know if you were ready for me. Here's the thing. I don't know why it's so popular or in vogue for violence to be such a thing. Whether it's a small protest, whether it's I was defending myself, whether it's he was racist, whether it's...
Yeah, and everybody gets a little too violent, you know what I mean? Like, use your words. If you want to, criticize people, use your words. You don't need to get violent. You don't actually need to get violent. You just use words. That's what words are there for. That's why you speak.
This ideology, whatever it is, it might just be my world, but it seems like it's all the time.
Mm-hmm.
It's always someone going, yeah, but you don't know they were provoked, or you don't know that this was a thing, or it was because Trump is this. I actually, historically, the more Trump is trying to get assassinated, the more I'm kind of rooting for him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Historically, they assassinated Lincoln, Martin Luther King. They tried to kill us, JFK, and so the more they
wait, you're rooting for the assassin?
No, I'm saying you might be onto something. You start to go, oh, the people that they try to kill are very often the people that are on the right side of history.
Yes.
So yeah, and that's why I think, and it's funny. So Abraham Lincoln, they tried to kill him a ton of times. Donald Trump, they tried to kill him a ton of times. The reason that they tried to kill Lincoln and Trump, think about it. There's a correlation here. Trump is good at what he does. Whether you guys love Trump or hate him, he's a great, fantastic president. Whether you guys agreed with Abraham Lincoln or not, Abraham Lincoln was a great, fantastic president. One thing Trump and Lincoln had in common, big time, was that people wanted them dead. Trump is a president of consequence. He's a president that matters. Okay? Trump is a president that matters. And this is why these Reddit moderators are all trying to hurt him. The Reddit moderators are trying to hurt him because he actually is effective and he's good at what he does. That's why. Straight up. E.T., what are you saying, E.T.? E.T. says, at least Garza doesn't ban people for free speech unless you are Billy the bully. Yes, Billy was bullying the hell out of me. Screw Billy.
You know, like...
I was done. He said he was my friend, but he was bullying my ass, and I'm done with it. I was done with it. Straight up. Straight the fuck up, dude.
Also, the more unhinged Trump says things, like, the more I get it. It's like, yeah, you tried to blow his head off yesterday. It's going to be a big deal.
Yeah, you know, and Kat, underlying a lot of this stuff is the rhetoric of envy. You know, and it's like they look at successful people, and rather than emulate, they destroy.
Nah, Eric Klein, I think that these kids were basically just Democrat Reddit moderators, basically. If you think about it, they were all just Reddit moderators, straight up. That's what they look like, Reddit mods.
Because it's more effort to emulate than it is to just say, I don't want that. All of this reminds me, the person who it reminds me the most of is Mark David Chapman. He took out probably the most, that's the guy who killed John Lennon. Everyone's looking at me like I'm speaking Martian.
I didn't know the guy.
But it's like, here's this amazing, brilliant musician. I can't be that. Right. I'm going to kill him. I will be as famous as he is. Yep. That's what this is. But anyway, that was my digression.
I definitely think that's part of it. I think that loneliness and isolation can be another part of it. And then adding on top of that, when you're lonely and you're isolated, what do people do? They go online.
Yeah.
And then they meet each other. And then
Give me one moment.
they talk to each other, and then it just gets worse and worse and spirals and spirals. But also to the point of the rhetoric and it's just, okay, so if you are saying over every little thing, constantly saying, this is the end of everything, we're all gonna die, in a relationship, and any other relationship, that is emotional abuse. But in politics, it's business.
Oh, that is emotion. Yeah, she's right. That is a good correlation. So basically, the Democrats are committing some form of emotional abuse to their followers. They're basically guilt tripping them. If you don't choose Plattner, you're going to get punished. The world's going to get punished.
Business as usual.
Yes.
That's what they're guilt tripping. Yeah, that's the Democrats are great at emotional manipulation because they love Karl Marx. Karl Marx taught extensively the art of emotional manipulation through his stupid book.
And
that is true.
We're all supposed to just accept that and not notice that. And, oh, that's just how politics is. But it shouldn't be.
Yeah, it's not the way it should be, though. Exactly, Kat. Exactly.
How it is.
Yeah.
Because it has.
If you guys can, though, tap the GIF button. Look, I love Trump. I'm not a liberal. I love Trump, straight up. I think Trump is the man. I love Trump. I'm not going to apologize for that because I voted for him in 2016, 2020, and 2024. I repeat, I voted for Trump in 2020, 2016, 2020, 2024. You know, I wouldn't vote for Trump again only because he's going to be too old by the time 2028 rolls around. I'm not voting for Trump in 2028. I'm voting for JD Vance. JD Vance is gonna keep the mega dream going. He's gonna keep the Make America Great Again vision real. But if you guys can, tap the gift button in the lower right-hand corner. It does help the channel in more ways than one. Send any gift that you want, whether it's a small gift, whether it's a big gift. All gifts support the channel in more ways than one. Thank you, guys. Please send a gift. Tap the gift button, send a gift if you can. It really does help the channel in a lot of ways. Okay. Thank you guys for sending a gift, by the way. Thank you.
Has real life consequences, not just this, but even stuff like, I bring this up all the time, people hating family members, people saying, oh, that person voted for this person.
How dare you?
Therefore, this person is not a human in my eyes anymore.
Yeah, you want me to die. You vote for Trump, you want me to die.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the amount of guilt trip that I get guilt tripped so much because I voted for Trump. It's funny. I'll tell people, yeah, I voted for Trump because he's the man. And they're like, are you a sexist? Are you a sexist? No. I mean, maybe. I don't know anymore. You're making me feel like one, though. You're making me feel like I want to become one. But no, Trump's the man. Trump is the man. I totally am fine voting for him. I was totally fine voting for him before. And honestly, if he was 10 years younger than he is today, I'd vote for him again.
I mean, we've had. I heard somebody yesterday saying that people are trying to kill me, and I'm like, who?
Yeah, no.
Nobody even knows you. Right. But you know what? The Democrat Party, Tyrus, reminds me of a guy at the bar convincing a woman to have sex with him by saying the world could end tomorrow.
You're close.
That's smart. Dude, Greg is so on fire with these analogies, but I have a feeling that Tyrus is going to come up with a better analogy because Tyrus is a stud.
He's
Laugh
the guy
out loud.
At the bar.
Hey, Coyote 3. Coyote 3 is in the house. Thank you for the sparkles for 2 jewels, by the way, the silver star and the sparkles. Mwah. Thank you for the sparkles, Coyote 3.
Laugh out loud.
Dude. Everybody give a shout out to Coyote 3 for gifting sparkles for 2 jewels.
Convincing the guy next.
Hey, by the way, if you guys want to interrupt the stream, all you have to do is send gifts, send sparkles, send 100s, send small gifts, and you can interrupt the stream forever. You guys could keep interrupting the stream for the whole stream by sending one small gift at a time if you really wanted to. So if you want to interrupt the stream at a high level, send small gifts and send a ton of them.
Next to him to kill the woman who wouldn't give him her phone number.
Oh.
Oh my God, dude! Tyrus took a really dark angle to Greg's analogy.
Like
That
it's
is
not
darker.
Well, this is dark. Like, I mean, I don't understand. President Trump supposedly incited a riot January 6th. These politicians are inciting assassinations. Why are they not being impeached?
Yeah.
Tyrus is right, dude. Whether you admit it or not, dude, Tyrus is right.
I don't understand it. They are the cause. They are the cause and the effect. This isn't. It's no longer guys seeking for attention. We talked about this before. They said it long enough. It's working. They now have soldiers and domestic terrorists to do their work. How are they any different than an Ayatollah inspiring young men who have nothing in ISIS to put bombs on their chest and run into Jewish hotels?
Laugh out loud.
It's the
He
same
lost
thing. It's
me when
happening in
Dottie
real
showed
time.
up on
President Trump
Megyn
said
Kelly's
best,
show.
enemy from within. It's not within anymore. It's in broad daylight. They go on TV every day. They say these things over and over again. Then you have the media is even worse. And if every time something does happen,
Laugh out loud.
what's the first thing come with?
Democratic
It's fake.
socialism
Trump
votes for
faked
the
it.
biggest
Fake.
handout.
The FBI's lying.
And meanwhile, they
happened.
fake theirs. The ones they claim.
So,
somebody said hi in the chat. Casket Dodger says hi. Hello, Casket Dodger. How you doing, my brony bro?
What it is
Hope
is
you're doing
that
well.
our way of life is under attack, but we're the ones still wearing white gloves, and they're not. And at some point, we have to start treating them like they're terrorists. And when a senator comes out and says the things,
Hell yeah,
Laugh
dude.
out loud.
Hey, Magic Man, thank you so much. So there is a song that I've been practicing, and I want to see if I've got it down. Now, I can't play the background music because I don't want to get copyright struck or whatever. But Magic Man, what up, dude? Hey, if you guys want to send a gift, if you guys want to be just like Magic Man, send a gift. Magic Man just sent a 100 for 2 jewels. Thank you, bro. Thank you, my brony bro. The road ahead never gives away the promise. All right, so we're going to do the road ahead. By the way, Frog Eat Frog, thank you so much for the floating heart for 10 jewels. Love you, brony. Everybody give a shout out to Frog Eat Frog, everybody, for sending a floating heart. Love you, bro. Frog Eat Frog, I love you, bro. Thank you for the floating heart, bro. Appreciate it. Dude, we love Frog Eat Frog on this channel. Dude, Frog Eat Frog is so hot. Hot, 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 hot. He is so hot. We all love Frog Eat Frog on this channel. All right, so I'm going to sing The Road Ahead, Life the Way It Is, by City to City. This is part 2 to The Road Ahead by City to City. After all these years, they made a sequel to the greatest song of all. I honestly love The Road Ahead. It's one of my favorite songs. I will sing it to you guys. Road ahead is empty. It's paved with miles of the unknown. Whatever seems to be your destination, take life the way it comes. Take life the way it is. Horizon in the distance, so close, yet so far away. Shouldn't be surprised when on arrival, dream has flown away. Fear's not here to stay. Road ahead never gives away the promise. Oh, the road ahead is a highway or a dead-end street. Whoa, the road ahead for answers any questions. And nothing is sure along the way, not even tomorrow. So I worry for tomorrow. I worry about tomorrow. Escaping so tomorrow. Life the way it is, take life the way it is. Life the way it is. Life the way it is, take life the way it is. Death the way it is. Life the way it is. Life the way it is, take love the way it is. Late the way it is. Space the way it is. Down the way it is. Arrow the way it is. The way it is. Life the way it is. Oh man, this is such a good song, dude. God, such a good song, dude. It's so sad that only this song was released. This was released 4 months ago, and only got nine. And so far, it's only gotten 979 views. How disgusting is that? This should be getting like millions of views. It's City to City, The Road Ahead, Life the Way It Is, the official music video. My comment on here says, "Can't believe they made a part 2 after all these years. This is an amazing song. This is amazing, dude. Take life the way it comes. Take life the way it is. Horizon in the distance, so close, and yet so far away." The road ahead never gives away the promise.
That they say this is war and we need to go to the streets and we need to do these things. Those senators need to be arrested.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News.
That was beautiful, man. Wait, so Reckless Ben was on Chris Cuomo? Hold on. Reckless Ben, Chris Cuomo. No way. Whoa. Let's watch. Reckless Ben is talking to Chris Cuomo. Holy crap.
Welcome to Cuomo Crime Time. We got another person at the center of a major viral.
Oh, dude, Chris Cuomo uses the same microphone that I do. Chris Cuomo uses an MV7 Plus like I do. That is so cool, dude. Chris Cuomo, dude, we're microphone brothers. I don't know if you know this, Chris, but we're microphone brothers, bro. We got to touch. We got to touch our microphones together.
Controversy. Reckless Ben Schneider, 30 years old, but he is absolutely in the spotlight. And there's been a very dramatic turn in what's become known as the Lego case. This has been really fascinating for me. Why? Well, the destiny of a creator and what their reach can be. This is a guy who was doing slacklining, and now he's taking on like corporate power structures and contracts and, equity and like really big ideas. And now it's involving the police, it's involving litigation, and he just was given a TRO against him, meaning that whoever he's in litigation with, and now he's afraid to talk about it because under advice of counsel, he's got problems, as you're about to hear in a second. But they're saying you can't say the things that you want to say anymore. And it's a really interesting test of the power of the internet, the power of the law, and how those two go together. And what is just.
First off, Reckless Ben is in the right 100%. I mean, I question some of his tactics, but for the most part, he's doing it and all of it in good faith. And he was legitimately trying to help Brian Mansell get his Legos back, or at least get reimbursed. So I love it, man. I love it. And Bricks and Minifigs is going to go down. They're going down. As far as I could see, dude, Bricks and Minifigs is a terrible, terrible, terrible company. And I cannot wait to watch their downfall. Let's go, dude.
Justice in this situation. Just because a company doesn't like what he's saying and what he's doing doesn't mean that he should be silenced.
Yeah, and they're basically, here's the thing, Bricks and Minifigs is allegedly using lawfare to silence Ben. They're trying to silence Ben through lawfare. You know what? This is going to make it worse. Now everybody's talking about Bricks and Minifigs, and we're all going to basically tell them how bad of a company they are. Give me one moment. All right, let's go.
And for how long? And there's a deadline coming. And even though he is exposed to risk, I guess living up to his name as Reckless Ben, he decided to talk to me anyway and to tell me what just happened and what may happen next and why he's doing all this in the first place. He had a nice little business going for himself. Now he's getting more clicks, but there's a lot more controversy. There's a lot more risk.
Well, I think that Reckless Ben, at the end of the day, is we're all rooting for Reckless Ben. At the end of the day, we are all rooting for this man to win, and we hope he wins. We love Reckless Ben, man. We want to see the downfall of Bricks and Minifigs.
For Reckless Ben. So here's the latest right from him. Ben, thank you for taking the opportunity.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for having me on.
All right. So Reckless Ben Schneider. First, before you give me the latest on the Lego situation, what do you make of what's going on with?
Well, even if Reckless Ben is a huge socialist, which I don't agree with, by the way, I don't agree with socialism. Look, if he's trying to do the right thing, he's trying to do the right thing, and I'm gonna back that up any day of the week. He was trying to help a good man named Brian Mansell get his Legos back, and to be honest, I think that's honorable. So even if he believes in a stupid idea like socialism, who cares?
The drama surrounding this in general. How do you process what's going on here?
Dude, it's insane. Basically, I've been making videos for 6 years, and every time I put something out, it gets like age restricted or shadow banned and taken down. And I've never really gotten the chance to go viral, so I kind of just thought I was just gonna post this and then just move on to the next video. But yeah, it's kind of like broken the internet almost. It's kind of crazy how.
Yeah, I love Reckless Ben, dude. I think he should just keep talking, dude. I love the fact that he went on Cuomo, even though I think Chris Cuomo sucks. But this is crazy, man. He's talking with Chris Yomo.
Big this whole thing's gotten.
How did you come upon this situation, which is pretty discreet situation, right? I mean, one family, a private family, Bricks and Minifigs, just a contract dispute? How did you learn about this, and why'd you decide to get involved?
Honestly, it's just sad. It's just sad that his, Mansell's father's like sick as fuck. Like he actually had an illness or whatever. And I'm going to explain this so poorly, but basically the Legos were on consignment. And the previous owner, would pay Brian Mansell money for the Legos that were sold, and then Bricks and Minifigs would take a cut. It was all clear cut in the contract, blah, blah, blah. Well, Bricks and Minifigs was not holding up their end of the bargain, because what happened was they did a hostile takeover of one of the stores. And when they did the hostile takeover, they basically null and voided the contract that was signed with Brian Mansell. They said they would take on the contracts, but they clearly didn't. That's a problem. They weren't honoring the contracts the way they should. Bricks and Minifigs did the irony is Bricks and Minifigs were the ones that did the illegal stuff. Reckless Ben was just trying to right a wrong. He was trying to right a wrong, and I love Reckless Ben for what he did. Reckless Ben is a beautiful soul. I love this guy. He's amazing.
So basically, I put at the end of my last video, I found this guy who basically was like super anonymous. I went on this huge journey to find him, and the cops couldn't find him or anything. So within my last video, I kind of just put out a little call to action. I just said, hey, if anyone has a problem out there and the police can't solve it, send me this email. And so I created an email just for that. I posted that when I was on my way to Burning Man. And then raining at Burning Man, so the line was like 26 hours of a line. So me and my like 3 friends were just all going through my email, just all reading through like the thousands of emails we got. And then we saw a video about Legos, and we're like, that's like kind of family friendly. Maybe if we do a video on this, that could be cool. And because I was just so tired of getting like shadow banned and stuff, and from doing like kind of gnarly stuff. So I was like, maybe I can take my antics and do it on a thing that's about something family friendly like Legos, and so it's kind of what caught my eye.
Guys, let me talk to you about value. All right. Uncertainty is the way of life these days. Certainly politically.
Yeah, the reason uncertainty is a way of life is because everybody's gambling. Well, I guess the certainty is that the house is always going to win if you're gambling like an idiot.
We all see enough of that. But financially as well, it's really hard to know where your money is safe, where you can invest, where it will be, especially now with blockchain and crypto, what is real, what's imagined. All of this is leading us back to what has always been true. There is a reason that precious metals have endured all kinds of change and changes in the economy.
Oh, he's going to promote silver and gold. Chris Cuomo's going to try to sell me on silver and gold. I absolutely love it. But you know what? I swing trade silver and gold because I'm the man. I'm the man, brah. Hot, 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 hot. Hot, 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 hot.
Economy. It always has a real value because it's a real time-tested thing. And that's why physical gold and silver from American Hartford Gold is something for you to look into. Now, I have, okay? And this company is at the top of its industry for a reason. Do your own research, but I wouldn't be telling you about them if I didn't think they didn't deserve the respect. They have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. They have thousands of 5-star reviews. You can have premium gold and silver directly delivered to your door, or even better, in my opinion, stored securely in a tax-advantaged gold IRA if you're thinking about the long term.
A gold IRA, huh? Honestly, if we're going to be truthful with each other, you might as well just get into a gold ETF on a brokerage account. Not financial advice, but honestly, if you're gonna try to go with a gold IRA, you might as well just go with a gold ETF. I don't know if I think I legally have to watch. I don't know if there's any legalities. We're just gonna watch through the commercial though. We want to support Chris Cuomo, so we're gonna go through the entirety of this ad.
And right now, if you call,
I don't like Chris Cuomo. I think he's an annoying idiot, but we're gonna honor him.
Call and mention my name.
We're gonna honor him because he got us what do you call it? He got Reckless Ben on there.
You could get up to $20,000 in free silver with your first purchase. Yeah, I know. $20,000 in free silver. That's how much you could get. Call 866-638-9707 or text Cuomo to 65532. 866-638-9707 or text Cuomo to 65532 or just click the link in the video description that's right below. Because look, gold and silver have stood the test of time because they are time tested. And in a period of economic uncertainty, you need something you know you can count on. Check out American Hartford Gold. So it's such an interesting departure from what you used to do, what you see as the brand of Reckless Ben. What do you make of the pivot towards crime investigating, citizen journalism, and whether or not this is the space for you? How do you feel about it now with all that's going down with this case?
So the first thing is I'm kind of not really allowed to talk about the case right now, which sucks. I just want to be an open book and talk as much as I can because like my whole thing is I just want to be transparent. I hate it when people are like, oh, my lawyer said I shouldn't talk about this, so I'm not going to do. I think that's so annoying. But in this case, not my lawyer saying that. It's literally the court saying that. So if I talk about it, they will literally just send me to jail. It makes me so mad when people are like, oh, I can't talk about this because my lawyer said it's a bad idea. It could be getting me in trouble. And I always hate that. And I'm like, I'll talk about it. I'm an open book. I have nothing to hide, like I can just talk about anything. But in this rare situation, there's actually a court order that I'm not allowed to talk about it. And if I talk about it, not only do I go to jail, but the entire GoFundMe that's made for Brian will now go to this mystery company I'm not allowed to talk about. And they're doing that because they said I made bomb threats on them. They said I threatened to murder everyone in this mystery company's store. I was gonna murder them. I'm gonna burn the whole place down. Is what
it's such a Bricks and Minifigs has been lying. Bricks and Minifigs has been lying through their teeth.
They said, and this is a factual statement. I never said those things. But they are saying I did say those things. So that's not disparaging them to say that, but that's just a truthful statement. And that's pretty much all I can say about like the case, I guess, right now, which sucks. I want to talk about it so bad. Like I want to just be an open book and say everything.
Well, first of all, you have the opportunity going forward. You have your own platform. You're always welcome on mine as well. But just so you understand, like, how do you feel about a court silencing you? Because
the court is basically silencing Reckless Ben. I think whoever the judge is in this case needs to be investigated because this is a classic example of a court silencing an individual, allegedly. We're all on the side of Reckless Ben, dude. We're all on the side of Reckless Ben, and we are tired of the corruption in the system. We're tired of it.
TRO and telling people what they can and can't say, especially when it's not part of a specific litigation, is very rare. So why do you think this is happening?
If I said why I think it's happening, it might make the judge upset, and then he might change it from a temporary restraining order to a permanent restraining order. So I'm going to keep my personal opinions on the down low until after the case because right now, basically what my lawyer said.
Hey, if you guys can, though, tap the gift button in the lower right-hand corner. It does help the stream out quite a bit. The more gifts we get, the better. So tap the gift button, the gifts button below. And when you tap the gifts button, the gift the gift button. I can't speak today. When you guys tap the gift button below, you can send any sort of gift you want. It could be sparkles. It could be a happy poop yum yum. If you think that my stream is garbage, send me a ton of happy poop yum yums. I love those. Those are my favorite. Those are the best gifts ever. So tap the gift button below and send a gift, or you can send a super chat. Super chats and gifts are always welcomed on this channel. We appreciate any assistance you could provide, and gifts really help the channel grow in more ways than you guys can realize. So please tap the gift button below, send a gift. It really does help us out.
Is just basically suck up to this judge, basically just do whatever it takes to get this restraining order taken off and don't jeopardize it. So on June 30th, I should be able to answer that question.
So do you think this is the
Eric Klein is wondering, will you sing I Touch Myself? I might. Are you guys willing? If I sing I Touch Myself, are you guys willing to give super chats and gifts? If I sing that song, if I sing the song I Touch Myself, are you guys willing to send gifts? I don't know. I mean, I'll sing it anyway. Gifts or no gifts, I will sing the song. I will do you all a favor. I'll do it. And I love myself, and I want you to love me. When I feel down, I want you above me. I search myself, I want you to find me. I forget myself, I want you to remind me. I don't want anybody else. When I think about you, I touch myself. Oh, wait, hold on. Annie says, I'll send you a gift. I appreciate it, you guys. Yeah, if you guys want, by the way, just to let everybody know, sending a gift is completely optional. It's never required. But if you guys want to send a gift while I sing the song, I Touch Myself. Well, hold on. I just want to say it's a song that I'm singing, okay? It is a song that I'm singing. I'm not going, well, I don't know. You know, if you guys just want, send a gift. It's whatever. I don't want anybody else. Oh no, oh no, oh no. You're the one who makes me come running. You're the sun who makes me shine. When you're around, I'm always laughing. And I wanna make you mine. And I close my eyes and see you before me. Think I would die if you were to ignore me. I fool myself, should see how much I adore you. I get down on my knees, I'll do anything for you. And I don't want anybody else. When I think about you, I touch myself. Well, I don't want anybody else. Oh no, oh no, oh no, yeah. And I love myself, I want you to love me. When I feel down, I want you above me. I search myself, I want you to find me. Forget myself, I want you to remind me. Oh yeah, I don't want anybody else. When I think about you, I touch myself. I don't want than anybody else. Oh no, oh no, oh no. I want you. Oh, I don't want anybody else. And when I think about you, I touch myself. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. We just got a mother effing gift. Dalhow 6760 just sent a flow state for 200 joules. Thank you so much, Dalhow 6760. My brony bro, I want to say thank you so much for the flow state. It really does help the channel in more ways than one. Thank you for the flow state, Dalhow. Oh, yeah, bro. Hell yeah. No, whoa, whoa. No, whoa, 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 whoa. And I don't want anybody else. When I think about you, I touch myself. Oh, I don't want anybody else. When I think about you, I touch myself. I touch myself. I touch myself. Oh, I touch myself. I touch myself. Oh, yes, we do. Such a good song, dude. Such a good song. Annie, thank you so much for the clap. Thank you for the clapping seal, Annie. Mucho apreciado to you too, Annie. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Everybody give a big shout out to Dalha 6760. Thank you so much for the flow state for 200 joules. I mucho apreciado that, man. To Annie, thank you for the clapping seal. When I think about all of this, whoa. Oh, Annie just sent a finger heart. Thank you so much, Annie, for sending a finger heart for 350 joules. You know what? Because you guys are being so nice tonight and because you guys are being so loving with the gifts, I'm just going to keep singing. I'm just going to keep singing, dude. I know this is what everybody wants, dude. Everybody wants me to sing. I get it. I'm assuming that's the case. Thank you, Annie, though. You're such a sweetheart. I appreciate you big time. Oh, dude, we're going to do All American Rejects, dude. This is one of my favorite All American Rejects songs, dude. Now I wake up every evening with a big smile on my face, and it never feels out of place. E.T., baby, you're still probably working at a 9-to-5 pace. I wonder how bad that tastes when you see my face. Hope it gives you hell, hope it gives you hell. You walk my way, hope it gives you hell, hope it gives you hell. Now where's your picket fence, love? And where's that shiny car? And did it ever get you far? You never seem so tense, love. You never seen you fall so hard. And do you know where you are? And truth be told, I miss you. And truth be told, I'm lying. When you see my face, hope it gives you hell, hope it gives you hell. When you walk my way, hope it gives you hell, hope it gives you hell. Find a man that's worth a damn and treats you well. Then he's a fool, you're just as well. Hope it gives you hell, hope it gives you hell. Tomorrow you'll be thinking to yourself, yeah, where did it all go wrong? when the list goes on and on and on and on.